Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Tower of Truth, a channel for general, collective, intuitive readings. Today we're doing a pick-a-pal reading, 3 groups, group 1, 2, or 3. The theme is what spirits are attached to the building that you live in or the land that you live on. Okay, so take a moment, pause if you need to. Choose the group that most resonates with you, and then we'll get into it. All right. Hi, group 1. Welcome. So we've got 1 card to start. I think I'm going to pull a couple more just to clarify and see if I pick up on any other messages. But I've already got a few, at least 1 energy, 1 spirit that we're picking up on that is attached to either the building that you live in or the land that you live on. Now this spirit is represented by the Judgment card. And what I'm getting here is 1, this spirit was likely well off financially, maybe even royal for some of you, depending on where you live. But well off, definitely. They were financially well off, or well-known, high standing. For some of you, depending on where you are, royal. I am getting that. But for more of you, it's going to be like well off financially, well known within the community. For some of you, you may live in India, or this spirit may be of Indian culture. But overall, what I'm getting about this spirit is they have awareness of what they did wrong in their life. They see things clearly now from the other side, and they are just working on forgiving themselves for the things that they would have done differently if they could go back. So they're not a spirit that's unaware. They're aware. And I do feel like, if you're wondering, I feel like a peaceful energy. I don't feel like this is an energy that would bother you or has been bothering you. They could interact with you. I mean, they could interact with you. I don't know why, but I'm feeling the need. Sorry, my spirit team kind of took me off track for a second. Not all supernatural occurrences are negative. They can create fear within us, but that doesn't mean they're negative. Please use your intuition and discerning, whether they are positive or negative. And as long as you're doing protection work, if you're not, look into it. If you're doing intuitive work, you should be doing protection work. And tapping into these readings is the same. You should be doing protective work. This is me channeling, by the way. My spirit team, someone really needed to hear that. That went really kind of off track, I think. That's a message for somebody. So like if you're seeing supernatural occurrences around your space and you chose group 1, they're not negative. This is not a negative spirit or entity, if you've been wondering that in particular. So maybe that's why. Maybe some of you have been having something happen, lights flickering or things moving around. Whatever the case may be, there's so many different things. And you've been wondering, like, is this spirit or entity safe to interact with, or should I be worried? You're safe. You don't have to interact with them necessarily if you don't want to, but they're not looking to harm you in any way. I feel like they're intrigued by you, if anything. They like you. I'm getting that they like you. Okay, yeah. So yeah, no harm, no foul. I'll pull a few more cards and see if I pick up on any other energies. But this particular energy is not harmful to you. They're self-deprecating. They are working through their own I might have to edit that out. Let me rephrase, because I don't know if YouTube will let me say that. They are working through their own like they are finding self-love for themselves. They're forgiving themselves. They're learning to forgive themselves. Just learn the lesson, take the lesson, and move on. But for now, they are attached to this building or this land. I'm going to pull some more cards, see if any other energies come up, or if they have any more messages about this spirit for you. But that's nice so far. No harmful energies. Are there other spirits attached to this building or this land that group 1 is inquiring about? We have just be. Yeah, I am really picking up on, I mean, this is a collective reading, so take it as it resonates. It's not every single one of you is going to have a spirit who is connected to Indian culture, but for someone here, it's coming through strong. And I feel like, you know, it could be multiple, more than one of you, but I feel really strongly one person in particular is going to be like, oh my gosh, that's me. But the energy of this spirit for all of you is the same. It's just that one or a few of you in particular, it's really connected to Indian culture. So you could be in India. Hi, welcome if you are. Thanks for watching my channel. We are a long ways from each other. That's really cool. Yeah, it feels like the spirit or spirits in your home currently, they're not going to bother you. They're just there. They're doing their own thing. They're like good roommates that know their boundaries. They leave you in peace, you know. They don't bother you. So if you are noticing like little signs and things from them, they don't mean any harm, and they try not to do it too much. They don't want to overwhelm you. For some of you, they just want you to know that they see you. Like they just want you to know that you are, like you're correct in noticing them, and they are noticing you. You know, just a confirmation of your intuition and that you are connecting with the spirit. For some of you, the spirit in your home could play an or could have played an instrument when they were alive, in particular, a horn. So I don't feel like that's the same spirit as the, like I feel like that's going to be a second energy for a smaller percentage of you. Maybe even just one of you may have this. So if you ever get signs or synchronicities about a musician in your space, or a horn player in particular, what's this? I think this is a tuba. Just know that's a confirmation. That spirit is there. That's a masculine energy I'm hearing. I'm just going to keep pulling cards and see what I get. I feel like I'm going to start getting smaller pieces now. The strongest energy that came through was that first one. Some of you here have, yeah, that musician. Okay. All right. Some of you have a pet spirit, whether it's your pet or a pet that lived in your space or on the land before you even lived there. Their spirit's still hanging around for some of you. For some of you, this might be a comfort, a confirmation. You know, if you've lived on your land a while, or if you had a cat or a pet in general die. Yeah, so if you've had a pet, a cat in particular, pass on your land or in your home, Uh, it's still there. It's still with you. I wanted to pick up, I don't know if I mentioned this in the beginning, but I'm feeling the need to say it right now. I wanted this message to pick up on spirits that were not a part of your spirit team, necessarily. So this cat, like, coming through, it could be a cat that you had in your life. But my intention was not to pick up on your personal, like, spirit guides or animal spirits. So I don't know. That tells me that it may not be for most of you. I think there is an animal spirit within your building, or that was attached to your building or land, that you had no connection to in its life. But I did say that message about maybe just a small percentage of you needed to hear that your personal pet, your cat spirit, is still around you. But it was not my intention to pick up on personal spirit guides. So my spirit team just wanted to say that for somebody here, your cat spirit is still with you. But for the rest of you, there is a cat spirit. I'm getting a cat strongly because they had me grab this cat deck. So a cat that is not connected to you, that you did not have in this life, is attached to the building or the land, and you might have interactions with it. It might be a little playful with you. Yeah, a black cat. That's nice. Good luck. Yeah, playful. Oh, okay. So for some of you, that's a fun message. If you currently have pets, this cat, the one that like if so for the percentage of you where there's a cat spirit attached to the land or the building, and it did not belong to you in life. This is a cat that's not connected to you at all. This spirit is just connected to the building or the land from when it was alive. It plays with your pets. It likes to play with them. I'm getting, they said they like to play with it too. So your pets are friends with this cat spirit. And for the percentage of you where it is like your personal cat, I'm getting that that's true of them too. Like if you currently have pets, the cat spirit is playing with your pets. But for a lot of you, this is a cat spirit that was not connected to you in life. It's really fun. I like that. Just a cat that happened to pass away on the land or in the building. I just heard it likes to keep an eye on things. It's a protector of the land. Oh, this is interesting. It cares about the land or the building, and that's why it sticks around. It doesn't have like unfinished business. It's like a guardian of the land or the building. Okay, and this is the spirit, like if it's the cat that's not connected to you personally, that cat spirit is a guardian of the land or the building. If you lost a personal cat, that one's just around to hang out with you, to be a guide for you, and play with your pets. I love that. That's adorable. Oh, it says, descended from the Burmese, they resemble a miniature black panther. I'm feeling the need to say, like, keep an eye out for panther symbolism. It could bring through an intuitive message or sign for you. That's kind of unrelated, but... And the cat at the bottom of the deck is gray. So yeah, I would say for most of you, this cat spirit was like a darker color, a gray or black cat when it was alive. This is fun. I like this. Okay. So I picked up a one, picked up, wow, words just stopped working. Picked up on about 3 spirits now. That main one that came through, the musician and the cat. Remember, it's collective, so not every single spirit's going to resonate with all of you, The main spirit that should resonate with all of you was the first one I said. That was the one coming through the strongest for the overall collective. So if these other ones are not resonating with you, that's okay. Let's see, any other cards you want me to pull for group 1? Okay. They're having me stop there. So we had about 3 come through: the musician, cat spirit, and then again this first spirit it's a feminine energy too. I don't know if I said that originally. For some of you connected to Indian culture, for some of you not, but they all have this overall energy of they're not harmful, they're not going to bother you. They are still just working through their own pain, their own ability to forgive themselves for not living life the way they wanted, essentially, for not seeing things the way they do now that they're on the other side. All right. I hope that was helpful or interesting to you, group 1. I'm going to move on to group 2 now. If you would like a personal service, a personal intuitive reading, Reiki session, or spell work, send me an email. That information is down below in the description box. There's a link below if you're interested in my Patreon or my other YouTube channels. Click below and you can find all that information. Like, subscribe, comment if you have anything to say. I'm really grateful you're here, and I'll see you next time. Hi, group 2. Welcome. So this is the first card representing the overall energy of the spirits, or the main spirit that is attached to the building that you live in or the land that you live on. So overall, all of you have at least one spirit attached to your building or your land that really lived in lack at some point in their life, if not all of their life. They really struggled financially in their life. And for some of you, this person was alive during the Great Depression in particular. I'm getting kind of a mixture of storylines, but if you chose group 2, this spirit really struggled with finances in their lives. For some of you, there was a moment that came where they overcame it. They overcame the financial struggle. For some of you, they died because of this struggle. I keep getting starved, and I hate that. I hate hearing that. That's very sad. Some, or at least one of these spirits, starved to death. Like this lack was literally the cause of their death. For some of them, it's because they put other people first. Like they sacrificed themselves to keep other people alive. Some of them did overcome this financial struggle and found stability, but they the reason why they're still attached to the land or the building is because there's a part of them that is still struggling with this lack energy, the pain of this not having enough, not being taken care of by anyone, always having to rely on themselves, that kind of energy. Okay, I'm gonna pull a few more cards, see if I pick up on any other energies. All right, what cards? Okay. Spirits that are attached to the building or land of group 2, please. These are not your spirit guides or guardians, to be clear. These are spirits that are specifically connected to the building or the land, okay? Group 2. Okay, yeah. Okay. Hang on. I just showed you the card, and then I realized sometimes when I'm recording these, I forget if I'm filming them for something private, like a personal reading, or if I'm doing it public. And I don't have to censor for the private ones or for my Patreon, so go check that out. I don't have to censor for those, but YouTube's getting so strict. And it's like when you're deep into channeling, it's really hard to censor. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to like find something to cover this with. Okay, no, I can't really show you any portion of this card. I'm just going to tell you what it says. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. The card says abundance, and it has a picture of a woman with a big round belly and like a spiral and stars. They are naked, which is why I can't show you the picture. But this person, or this spirit, this being, this energy, is working on abundance energy. They're learning the lesson of shifting from lack mindset into abundance. Their life was really not easy. Their most recent, the life that has them attached to this space. But it was a great lesson, and it's really pushing them into this abundance energy. That's what I need to know. Spirits attached to the building or land of Group 2. Yes, yes. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Be grateful. It has a cuss word in there, which is why I'm covering it up. This person is learning like gratitude mindset, moving from lack to abundance mindset. The back of the card says, "Ish could be so much worse." So they did go through a lot. That's not. It wasn't an illusion. They did go through a lot, but they were also learning how to be grateful for what they have, make the most of what they have. I'm getting the need to say, like, if you want to send them love or talk to them, feel free. You're safe. I'm really trying to pick up on if there are any energies that you need to protect yourself from. In general, I always recommend doing protection work. It's very important if you tap into intuitive work. If you do intuitive work, I even could, like, if you're doing these collective readings, if you're checking out these collective readings, I think you should be doing energetic protection work. It's not unsafe to do these readings. You just need to protect your energy. Honestly, if you're stepping out your front door, or you live in a building that has other people in it like I do, just neighbors all around, you should be protecting your energy. But I'm trying to pick up if there's any like energies truly like trying to mess with you, any trickster energies, anything that's like truly trying to get at you. And I'm not getting that. This spirit feels like they're down on themselves, if anything. And like they're in the process of this understanding. That's sort of what I was getting for Group 1. Not the exact same situation or message, but the fact that they were in a place of processing, that's the word Spirit wants me to use, of understanding. So I do feel like these are energies that will be moving on, that will not be stuck forever. They're just moving through this right now. But yeah, if you want to light a candle for them, send them some positive energy, say a prayer for them, say something nice to them, it would really benefit them, help them. They'd appreciate it, basically. If that sounds weird to you, I'm sorry. But I mean, you are here watching an intuitive reading, so the spirit would benefit from some love and some understanding. And, you know, especially like if you are struggling with finances in any way, I mean, like, who isn't in this world? If you're not like one of the millionaire billionaires, I mean, most everyone else could use a bit more money, right? So, you know, letting this energy, this spirit know that you understand. And hey, yeah, if you're really struggling with this too, I mean, I don't believe in coincidence. Like, that could be why you're living in this space right now, especially if it's like a rental, a temporary home. You could have ended up in this space because you and this energy were meant to connect in some way. You're going through this period in your life where you're struggling financially, and you're connecting with this energy who experienced the same thing in their life. In group 1, they had me pull out the cat tarot, or it's a playing card deck. But I'm not feeling called to that, so I'm not picking up on a cat spirit. Let's see. This is the only spirit I'm really picking up on for you so far. There were like 3 that came through for group 1. And it's a collective reading, so not every single spirit is, you know, the energy of each is not necessarily going to be in everyone's home. But like, for instance, the spirit in each of your homes for group 1 has this overall energy. And the main spirit in group 1 had the overall energy that I was describing. You know what I'm saying? I find myself explaining little things like that, just about like how to take in these intuitive readings. So a lot of you may be curious or might be new to intuitive readings. Nothing wrong with that. We channel these explanations a lot. Spirits tends to interrupt channeled messages with explanations of how to take in intuitive readings a lot, because I feel like it's something that people really need to know. You need to know how to interact with the reading correctly. Okay, that channeling stopped. All right, group 2. I think I'm just trying to push it and try to get you more information. But so this is the one spirit wanted to tell you about. There are likely other spirits in your home attached to your land, especially if, you know, we're talking about your spirit team. There definitely are. But this is the main energy attached to your building or land, and it's because of this. They had a really challenging life, and they're still processing it. They are getting there. They're conscious enough that they understand the lesson, and they are getting there. And they're not a bother to you. They're not going to bother you. Okay? So if anything, give them love, or just don't bother them, you know, in return. Thanks for being here, group 2. If you'd like a personal service, an intuitive reading, Reiki session, or spell work, send me an email. That information is down below in the description box. If you'd like to join my Patreon, go check out the different tier options. That link is down below, as well as the same link will take you to all of my other YouTube channels if you want to check them out. Check out my Instagram too if you're interested. That's down below. And take care. Like, subscribe, comment if you feel like it. Hi, group 3. Welcome. So this card represents the overall energy of the spirit or spirits that we're going to be talking about that are attached to your building or the land that you live on. Okay, and right off the bat, what I was getting, so this card has a connection to Bangladesh. And you may have watched group 1 as well, is what I'm being led to say, which is okay if you were drawn to more than one pile. So Bangladesh is Asia. It's not in India, but there could be a connection here is what I'm saying. Group 1 and group 3, you could be getting more messages about that spirit here. But if you didn't choose group 1, that's okay. You don't need to go watch group 1 as well unless you feel drawn to, okay? So that's just a confirmation. If you chose both groups, that's okay. There are messages for you here too. If you didn't and you chose this group alone, only go to group 1 if you really feel drawn to, okay? So overall, I'm getting less for this energy. I'm going to pull some more cards. I feel like group 3 may be the group that has more scenarios, more specific, like I'd have to say so many different scenarios. But I am getting, for a lot of you, this spirit may have really enjoyed sewing or like crafting, fabric arts and crafts, you know, those sorts of things. Yeah, for some of you, it goes as far as like fashion was their career. For some of you, this is like a mother who sewed clothes for themselves and their children, or you know, sewed buttons on their clothes. Maybe didn't like sew their entire wardrobe for them, but did little things like sew buttons on, hem, fix things, holes, and like I'm getting like made their Halloween costumes, you know, did certain things from scratch, maybe made a special dress. I'm getting for like prom. So this is, I'm getting like a mother, grandmother kind of energy for a lot of you. And many of them, if not all of them, liked to sew or do like arts and crafts, with their hands. It's something with their hands specifically is what I'm getting. Some of them like to like, okay, so this is where we're getting different scenarios now. For some of you, this is a much like an older spirit. And they used to work the land. And they used what they harvested to create, to craft things for their day-to-day life. With the Ten of Cups coming through, this is a very positive energy. I've said this for all the groups. I am trying to pick up if there's any energy you should, you know, be wary of, any trickster or energy that's trying to be harmful for you. Again, always, if you're doing intuitive work, you should be doing energy protection work. But I'm just seeing if like there's any spirit in particular that you may need to protect yourself from. So far, in no group has anything harmful come up. And especially with you getting the Ten of Cups, I would say that you have a lot of positive spirits in your home, or this particular spirit is positive. I will pull a little more and see if anything else comes through though. Okay, so for some of you, I have been trying to avoid picking up on personal spirit guides and guardians. So I'm not trying to pick up on like family members and things like that. For instance, if you live in a home that like your family has lived in for generations, I wasn't necessarily trying to pick up on that, but if it came through, I was going to say it. And that is coming through. So for some of you here, it's not going to be for all of you, obviously. But if you live in a building, a home that your family has had prior to you, that's, you know, at least you've had for a while, at least for like a long, how are they trying to say this? At least like your parents had it before you. Your parents, maybe grandparents, but like at least your parents, you know, it's been in the family at least a little while. Then someone in your family could be this spirit, like a mother or a grandmother. That is not going to be for everyone. My intention is to pick up on spirits that are not personal to you, but attached to the building or land specifically, okay? So that's not everybody. But when Spirit comes through with the message, I deliver. Yeah, okay, let's see what else we get. What other cards? Let me use this deck for each group. It's coming through with some good stuff, so yeah, let's see what else. Group 3, please. The spirits. Ooh, yeah, okay. Sage. What did I say? Yes, a grandmother, mother energy, sage. Oh my goodness. Yeah, really. This is sage energy. So for some of you, this is like your grandmother or mother. But for the rest of you, this is someone who was like a motherly figure. I'm hearing within the community. So even if they did not have children or a family of their own, wow, I have massive chills right now. They were like this mother to their community. I'm getting that's like this older spirit was like the sage mother of the community. Teacher, I heard teacher. So for those of you where this is personal, where it's a mother or grandmother of yours, that could be a confirmation for you. If your mother or grandmother was a teacher, that's your confirmation. Yeah, there's a lot about like fashion. So no matter how they dress, this is not New York Fashion Week fashion. This is all forms of fashion, like true creativity. I'm not putting down New York Fashion Week, by the way. Actually, I love so much of it. Especially the people who really look into like sustainable fashion. But I'm not being down on any of that, just to be clear. But this is, I just don't want you to think conventional, because this isn't strictly conventional fashion. This is like someone who's a true creative. So yeah, all of you, no matter who this energy spirit is to you, to your home, to your land specifically, there's a lot in common here about like fashion, being creative, playing with their look, playing with crafts and colors, I'm hearing, and aesthetic, and like creating things. They really like creating things with their hands. Maybe jewelry. Definitely jewelry, I'm hearing. Scarves. Let's see, I want a little insight. This seems like a very positive, well-adjusted energy. So why are they hanging around? Why are they connected to this land or this building? Is this their choice? Are they a guardian of the land? Oh my goodness, yes, okay. Wow, yes, they are like a sage, a priestess. I'm hearing old world. This is, yeah, this may be like a guardian of the land. The cat, I picked up on a cat spirit in group 1. This is so fun for me. I really enjoy this. The cat spirit in group 1, they literally said that it was a guardian of the land, word for word. And I'm getting a very similar energy. Like this feels like a spirit who watches over this land or this home, you know, depending on who you are. Like if this is your mother or grandmother, they're watching over you and your home. That's why they're still there. And for the rest of you, it's like they're watching over this land because the land is sacred and important to them. For some of you, if you live in a place that has like a lot of nature around you, in particular, like water, mountains, they're trying to protect it. I just keep hearing sacred. It's sacred land. So yes, this spirit's definitely safe for you to interact with. In fact, they might be able to give you guidance. If this is your personal guide, like your mother, 1111, yes, 1111 on the timestamp, they can definitely give you guidance. But even if this is not your personal mother or grandmother, it is safe to interact with them. And I like Sage, High Priestess, you can trust this spirit's guidance, okay? So if this is a space that's not like your ancestral home, a space that you're not going to be living in the long term, perhaps, I would interact with the spirit while you can, while you're here on this land. Definitely treat them with respect. I mean, you should do that in all of your interactions with spirit. But they deserve respect. This is a wise spirit, okay? I mean, if this is your family, I'm not saying you can't be a little sassy with them. Talk to them just as you would when they were alive. You know what I mean? You don't have to like put them on a pedestal now that they're dead, is what I'm saying. For those of you where this is a spirit you knew when they were alive. But overall, this is a very wise spirit that deserves respect and would definitely be able to guide you if you are interested and open to that. Okay, I'm gonna get... I don't know why I'm pulling more cards for you than the other groups. Let's see what's coming through here. Yeah, there's something about this land that you live on and like harvest, it being in a place of harvest. Like it may be like an energetic, I don't even know the right word, energetic pinpoint of abundance. Like I'm not an expert in this particular field, so I'm having trouble putting it into words. But like, you know, like I know there are like the ley lines. There's something to do with the energy of that particular location being like, again, sacred, but like the specific vibration is really harmonic, is what I'm hearing. Harmonic for abundance. Oh my goodness, yes. Wheel of Fortune, Six of Pentacles, yeah. So yeah, take advantage of where you live while you do abundance spells. A good place to do spell work. And that's why they're protecting it. It's a sacred, energetic, like vortex space where you live. Congratulations, hello. Yeah, it's like something about the way the energy flows. It's like I can't even quite put into words what I'm picking up from these two cards. You may see a lot of rainbows, like especially like if you live somewhere near water, like the combination of the water and everything and the sun may create like more rainbows. You may see more rainbows than like most people do, you know, just from where you live because of the setup of nature. That's not going to apply to all of you. You don't all live like on the edge of a beautiful lake or something, you know what I'm saying? But you could live near one. There's something about nature here for sure. Even if you live in a place that doesn't have a lot of nature around it, it used to, and it's still like an energetic, I don't mean to laugh, that's really depressing, and that's sort of why I laugh, it's like morbid. But it's still a special place energetically, and that's why the spirit's protecting it. But I do think a lot of you here, I'm not getting a lot of like city vibes. Like I feel like you're not necessarily in the city. If you are though, it's still that location you're on. Something about it is harmonic. I don't know why that's really hard to say suddenly. Okay. I only picked up on one energy for both group 2 and 3. I was trying to see if like any other spirits came through, but I'm just getting that main energy. Group 1 had a couple more energies come through that I'm assuming was just for like 1 or 2 people, but I'm not getting anything extra. I'm gonna pull one more card just to see anything else. Anything else for group 3? I like this spirit's energy. It's nice to sit in. Anything else for group 3? Oh, that's so interesting. Okay. So whether this spirit is your family member or not, they like you and they're encouraging you. And if you're open to their advice, which I would recommend you being open to because they're very wise, their energy is great. They have a lot of knowledge, a lot of really divine knowledge. Like, it's beneficial, not harmful. This is all good, all very good energy here. Like, you got the 10 of Cups, the Sage, and the High Priestess for this person. They are good energy all around. Their advice, this is literally their advice to you. This isn't from my spirit team personally. My spirit team is saying that this spirit in your home, whether it's your mother, grandmother, or not, their advice to you is that project, that person, that idea, it's waiting. Get after that ish. The world has your back. So yeah, they've got your back. They're encouraging you. And while you are living in this space, I really recommend making the most of your energy work, your intuitive work, your inner work. This would be a really good place to do healing work and like magic, witchcraft, if you partake. Okay. This would be a very wise guide to help you do things the correct way and attract really, really good abundance, like lots of good abundance here. They will help you with your harvest. All right. So yeah, that's the spirit I'm picking up on for you, group 3. I hope that was interesting or helped you in some way. If you're interested in a personal service, intuitive reading, Reiki session, or spell work, that information's down below. Shoot me an email, okay? If you're interested in my Patreon or my other YouTube channels, click the link down below. It'll take you to them. There's a 7-day free trial for my Patreon if you're interested in just checking it out. And if this reading resonated with you, please like, subscribe, comment, support however you can. I really appreciate it. Take care. We'll see you next time.